Hello, welcome back to another Speak Your Bold Truth. I'm Kim Boudreaux Smith, and I just want to open up today with, I woke up with two intense, actually I did not wake up with these two intense emotions. It was something that triggered me into being sad and mad. So we'll do the sad and mad since they rhyme. I was sad and mad together. It's like, wow, I was so angry to the point of tears of being sad, but angry from everything that we are going through right now. And I don't want to just talk about this COVID that we are in, because we are DC right now. We're during COVID. So let's remove all that. Something that triggered me to trigger the sadness and the madness is I'd gone upstairs to get dressed, ready to take my baby Grace out to go for a walk. And my husband had the news on, and I saw these big, huge boxes of masks, and it said on the news that masks for everyone in America. And I just went, holy shit, wow. What have we evolved to that we have to wear masks? And yes, we need to wear masks right now. I understand that, but are we going to have to wear masks for the next year? Okay, I know I'm getting ahead of myself, and I want to come back around to the present. This is what I want to talk about today. So I took my sadness and my madness, and I went walking. And sometimes when I'm walking with Grace, I go into nature. I'm so fortunate and blessed that I have this really cool trail here by my home. And we see deer and all sorts of stuff. And there's somebody that decorates the trail. Yes, decorates the trail with flowers and leaves on top of trees and logs. And it's just so beautiful. Well, before I'd gotten to that, I was having a conversation with God going, okay, just show me something. And I'm looking at Gracie. I'm like, do you think we'll see some deer today? Just anything. Just show me anything, because I'm really pissed off. And I'm also getting sad as I'm walking. My eyes are tearing up. And did we see any deer? No, we didn't. But all of a sudden, these beautiful gifts of somebody that goes through this trail had them all laid out. And yes, of course, Grace and I stopped, and I took a couple pictures, and that gives Gracie an opportunity to sniff and smell. And that was beautiful. And then we came around and walking towards town. I live in a city called Birmingham, and we have a downtown area. I'm walking towards there, and I was still had this dark cloud looming over my head. And we're calling this social distancing, and we're really not social distancing. We're physically distancing. We're keeping physically 6 feet apart. And I think this social quote unquote distancing is what's really bothering me. And we as human beings are pack animals. We're not meant to be apart. We're meant to be around one another. But okay, enough of that. Let's talk about this. So it's still lingering over me, and I'm walking through town, and I come up and around the corner, and there's a hair salon, quite a large hair salon in Birmingham, and all their windows were covered with paper and hand drawings on it and written statements and all sorts of stuff. It really made me stop. And yes, of course, I took pictures, and those will be posted on social media. But it really made me stop in my tracks to come around and really think, Kim, what is really bothering you this morning? And here's what's bothering me is Miss Control Freak here, and yes, I'm a recovering control freak, is I can't control what's going to happen. So I need to back up and stay in the present, because I'm worried as shit that when this is quote unquote all over, that society is going to go back to the way we were before COVID, BC, before COVID. And I'm not quite sure we can even go back to the way we were, because we really can't go back to the way we were. But here's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what this one window in this hair salon had painted and said. And this is what it says. It says, may this teach us to have a little more patience. Check in more often. Be a better neighbor. Enjoy the small things. Support more small businesses. And do more of what we love. And reading those, yes, is making me emotional, because it's of do more of what we love. That's something I work on and strive to arrive to every single day. And more of what I love are the relationships. Across the pond, down the street, in other countries, are my relationships and really connecting and checking in more often. But here's another big one for me is having a little bit more patience. We have become a society that we pride and proud ourselves on being B-U-S-Y, nasty four-letter word. So many people are so offended by this nasty four-letter word of fuck than they are busy, but they use busy all the time. And I get very offended with that nasty B four-letter word of B-U-S-Y, busy. Are we going to go back to being so busy that we lose patience with ourselves so that in turn we lose patience with everybody else? Are we going to go back to being so busy that our adrenals will be fatigued and depleted and it's a hi, how are you, busy? And look at me, I'm busy. And will we go back to all of that? Or will we take the beauty that we have right now during this quarantine of the actual slowing down? One of the things that I am doing during all of this is I'm actually taking a break every day and sitting down and eating lunch. I'm like, I don't do that. I'm like, a couple of crackers, cheese, throw in my mouth. Come on, baby, let's go. Or, I'm sitting here eating at my desk. It's like, what the hell for? I own my business. Why am I not sitting down and relaxing and enjoying my food and not getting all stressed out and upset stomach over it all? So that is one of the things that I'm doing that I will keep doing, as I call it, AC after COVID. The other thing is allowing myself not to have my calendar so booked. I was feeling that last night when someone was saying, hey, we've got this, and I saw you like this post. Are you going to join us? Look, I am not interested in cramming my schedule filled with all these webinars. I'm so appreciative that so many people are offering webinars, but I'm going to tell you something right here. Time out. No. I'm allowing myself to have a minute or two in the afternoon to sit down and either close my eyes and doze off for 10, 15 minutes, or open up a book and read a page or two. I don't do that. And I'm also allowing myself, of course, when this weather changes, being in Michigan, we see winter one day and summer the next, or spring the next. I'm going to go outside more. We are so depleted as a society of vitamin D because we're inside all the time on our frickin' electronics. I am going to go outside. I'm going to leave my phone in the house and sit down on this amazing patio, comfortable furniture we have and just sit 10 minutes, 15. I don't know. I'm not going to put a time restraint on it because we're so, again, filled with time because, TIME with the BUSY is I'm going to just sit and enjoy. And I have a little Luna Tuna who will be out there with me because she loves laying on this furniture. She's a smart baby, man. She soaks up those sun rays and absorbs that vitamin D. Just to pause for a minute. Back in the day when I had my internet radio station, I was working around the clock, 24/7, 365. Even though I had a full team, I was working around the clock. At our internet radio station, we were going. Do you know, come September in Michigan, that's the marking of summer being over, I'd sit and cry because I would miss all of summer because I was online, constantly working. So my things to all of you is, yes, I'm sad, and yes, I'm mad. And yes, I'm sad, and yes, I'm mad because I'm judging me, and so in turn, I'm judging others. But I'm going to really strive to move at a pace that, of course, works nothing but for me, number one. And number two, to leave gaps in my schedule and not have it booked solid, where I'm constantly going, which, by the way, when I do, I'm booked solid and constantly going, it feeds my self-worth. And that is a false feeding. To leave some gaps, to sit down for a moment and just breathe and be present and really enjoy the moment, and that I don't always need to be going. So again, I hope we all learn something from this, that we take away a little bit of some more patience and really getting to know our neighbors and coming out of our homes and supporting small businesses even more and slowing down on weekends, because I know eventually Monday through Friday, a lot of us will driving in cars and going back to work, that the weekends that we take a minute and look at our families or pull out that board game and play that board game and doing the things that we are doing now. One of the other things that I want to take away through all of this is my husband's been cooking like a sieve, and man, are the meals fantastic. I'm hoping that we take 6 out of 7 of these meals with us, eating healthier, home-cooked meals, doing grocery shopping lists, as opposed to just flying on the wheel and not preparing things as well. In fact, that's an intention that I hope that my household can take out of. So again, yes, I was sad and mad this morning, but I was more sad and mad that what have we evolved to? And I will be talking more of what have we evolved to in another podcast. You've heard me talk about the humanness, but I want to really talk about the evolving of our mental health. And I'm just going to leave it at that. But we all need to take a moment, feel into our feelings, and not try to rush so fast to dust it underneath the carpet. Get out and get some fresh air. Get a shot of that vitamin D from the sunlight. And just take a moment, sit down and breathe and stay in the present and not worry about the future and hold on like hell from the past. Thank you so much for joining me on another Speak Your Bold Truth. I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you out there on the social media land. Take care.